Yo, what is going on, you uneasy unknowns? Coming at you with quite the meme deck today. We're going to be playing around with the Lickilicky Licks Go Crazy deck. So this is a list I came up with the other day while I was playing it on stream. This is kind of the end result from when I was playing it on stream the other day. It's got the forward Lickilicky, who is our main attacker. Using the Licks Go Crazy attack, 90 damage, discard a random card from your opponent's hand, discard the top card of your opponent's deck, and discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So it does a whole lot, has a whole lot of effect for just one attack here. It does quite a bit actually, and it felt like most of the time we got close to kind of like decking our opponents out. Also being able to control the energy on their active was also cool as well. We got one Absol in here for the Malamar matchups. Helps a ton in the Malamar matchup to kind of slow them down, give us a chance against Malamar. So I got this guy in here for right now. Usually not a fan of kind of teching with the Absol in here when it's just for one matchup, and I don't even know if it makes it that good of a matchup. It's just kind of to give us a shot. But yeah, we got the Absol in here for that. We are on the Jirachi engine for Jirachis. We are a one prizer deck, so the games are going to go pretty long. They're going to knock out quite a few Lickilickys, and we'll be able to utilize Jirachi quite a few times. 4 Acro Bike to just be aggressive. 2 Fire Crystal, 4 Pokégear, 4 Communication, 2 Reset Stamp towards the end of the game, putting him down to 2 or 1 cards, and then going with the Licks Go Crazy can be pretty good. So we do have 2 Reset Stamp in here. Then we also have the Welder engine. It's in about 50% of decks right now, probably more actually. Got the Hearths and the Welders, so we can keep continuously using the Licks Go Crazy. We do have the 4 triple acceleration energies, but that's not going to be enough, and we rarely find all 4 throughout a game, so we need some other stuff, which is the Welder to keep us attacking. We also play 4 Poké Maniac. This card is actually like crazy good. I didn't really realize how good this card was until I played with it, but it's actually insanely good. I mean, as long as your deck works with it and your Pokemon have an exact retreat cost of 4, it's pretty good. Otherwise, actually, it's not that good. But works with Lickitung. It's got 4 retreat cost. Lickitung has 4 retreat cost. Lickilicky has 4 retreat cost. Works perfectly. 4 Buff Padding. This is definitely a card I am completely unsure of in this deck, but I mean, the idea of plus 50 HP on your Pokemon is never a bad thing, and when they're one prizers, you're gonna go through quite a few of them. So I have 4 Buff Padding in here for right now. Not sure if that's gonna stick. And at the end, 2 Escape Board to move our Jirachis. That's the list. Let's go ahead and play some games. First tier in this first one, we've got a pretty reasonable hand. We're up against Chandelure. Okay, all right. So up against the Chandelure deck. So much of this going around recently, man. It's fine though. We got the Poké Maniacs. We got the turn 2 attack with the Lickilicky. I think I'm just gonna grab 3 Lickitung. Next turn, I think I'm gonna grab 3 Lickilicky. And then the turn after, I think we're gonna Pokégear to try and find a Welder. I'm gonna go ahead and throw down the Lickitungs up against the Chandelure here. And yeah, they can have it. Go ahead. Yeah, I think we will just Poké Maniac for 3 Lickitungs next turn, and then turn after we'll try and Pokégear for a Welder. Gives a chance as much as possible of finding the Welder. We will have to find an energy for the turn after to actually attack with the one we Welder, but that should be fine. Yeah, I'm not actually sure how this is gonna go. It seems like it should be unfavored, but it might be fine. There, the Ninetales goes back into the... Yeah, it feels like it should be pretty unfavored, but it might be fine. Especially at the end of the game, we can like reset stamp them to 0 and then take their hand away potentially. I don't know. We'll see. A Jirachi top deck there is pretty cool. We might die next turn, and we might have no follow-up. So this is pretty good though. 4 Lickitungs out on turn 2. That's like not bad. I've definitely seen worse things than 4 Lickitungs turn 2. Yeah, Jirachi's pretty cool, just in case we get knocked out. And then yeah, triple acceleration, Licks Go Crazy. Early prize card, discard a card out of hand. Oh, got the Duskstone, got a greens off top. They do have another greens in hand, we know that for sure. So they're probably in a fine spot here and have nothing to worry about. We're gonna go with sending up Jirachi next turn, I think, if we get knocked out. I guess it's possible they whiff the knockout, especially early on. Sometimes they whiff the knockout. There's a greens exploration. Yeah, we can actually like start to run them out of stuff in their hand pretty quickly here, I guess, with the Licks Go Crazy. And discard the energy off the active as well. So they probably want to grab a Hearth here with this greens. The Buff Padding could come in clutch here as well. It would make them need one more discarded Pokemon to actually get the knockout on the Lickilicky. So if Lickilicky can stick around for +1 turn, that's a pretty big deal. So yeah, the Buff Paddings are going to be pretty relevant, actually, I think, here. We'll see. Maybe I should have thrown it on the active here, but we don't know if the active is going to be sticking around anyway, so I kind of didn't want to throw it on the active here because they might just not be sticking around. Yeah, there's the Hearth from our opponent. I fully expected that to come out here because they need energy. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to bump Hearth because we would prefer it if Hearth just wasn't in play in this matchup for sure, because we want to discard the energy and hopefully they don't find energy, but not gonna work out here. Oh, there's 2. Yeah, so he would have lived. We're definitely gonna put this buff padding on our next Lickilicky. We might not attack this next turn because we're gonna send up Jirachi, and if we whiff the escape board, then we just won't attack, which is fine. I'm not really worried about whiffing an attack like that. They're just gonna grab just the Lampent. That's fine. Yeah, we go push up Jirachi. Check our top deck. It is a triple. We definitely could have attacked now. All right, Stellar Wish first because I want to find. Yeah, Pokégear works great. Want to find Welder, so I'm not gonna Hearth away first because there's nothing I really want to Hearth away. Hearthing away the energy isn't really that great. There's a Welder. Welder to a Lickilicky. We do want to utilize the buff paddings as well, like I just said. So 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we can attack this turn. That is pretty good. We're gonna Hearth away this guy now to get 2 more energy. And we do definitely want to attack with the one with 3 energy when we put the buff padding on because we don't want the triple to just leave and then us not to be able to attack next turn. So kind of drew pretty perfectly there, not gonna lie. There's the licks. Boom. Greens from hand. Ooh, they can't use that greens. That's cool for us. They do play this Alazzle as well. We got a Pokemon off the top, which is also pretty good. That means that's one less Pokemon in their deck. Builds analysis. They're only looking for, I played the Chandelure deck quite a bit. Yeah, the Brock's Grit is what you're looking for here as our opponent. There it is. Decent amount of Pokemon in this card pile, but they're gonna go ahead and get another Chandelure into play, get an Incineroar in the deck. I don't know, but it's probably likely we get knocked out here, which is kind of unfortunate. We don't want to get knocked out, but there's nothing we can do about it. We're probably gonna get knocked out here, and just kind of have to deal with it. Yeah, just kind of have to roll with it. Don't really have a, I mean, we obviously don't have a choice. Prefer not to get knocked out, but yeah, nothing we can do about it. More fire energy to the hand. Nothing we can do about that either, whatever. Yeah, there's Spirit Burner. Oh, did they just whiff? Oh, just the 130. That is huge. Huge plays happening. Yeah, that's a big deal right there. They're gonna be one-shotting us probably pretty much from here on out, but that's a big deal right there. The whiff right there is a big deal. We'd like another Welder, please. Thank you. Welder 2 onto the Lickilicky. We want a turn to play Brock's Grit. We also want a turn to play another Maniac at some point. They'll come up eventually for us. I'm gonna go ahead and Hearth away one of these comms to get the energy for this Lickilicky. We're probably gonna try and play the Brock's Grit next turn. Yeah, that's probably the strategy. All right, Licks go crazy again. We get a knockout here. Discard from hand. Ooh, another energy and a Pokemon off the top once again. I mean, they play a lot of Pokemon, so it's not a huge surprise, I guess, but still like to see it. Yeah. So ideally next turn we want to play Brock's, and then the turn after that we want to play a Poké Maniac. That's like the game plan. Is Brock's next turn, Poké Maniac the turn after is the ideal ideal next 2 turns. 2 more fire out of the deck. So they are going to start to run out of fire energy here. We'll see what they Brock's back in. If it's just Pokemon or they put fire energy back. We just kind of want to make it so they start to like run out of stuff. They actually need another Chandelure on their bench, so they should probably grab Chandelure, Lampent at the very least, because one Charizard might not be enough. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty much all Pokemon, and then the Ninetales on the other dude, which is kind of cool. Spirit Burner. Oh, just only 2 once again. Oh, did they get 3 there? Oh no, they had 3 there. Wait a second. How much does it do? Oh, because they have this guy in play. I was like, 160 seems like a weird number. That seems like an impossible number to have. But no, it is possible. They didn't get the Lampent back there. That's interesting. Yeah, a little bit curious by that. There's another Welder. We could just Welder again. But I think I'm going to start with Acro Bike. Well, we could go... I'm going to start with Acro Bike here. Want that buff padding for sure. Between those 2, we want the buff padding. I kind of want to go with the Brock's Grit here. But that means we'd want to Stellar Wish first. We could also Hearth away the Communication. Calm could be good. Well, we don't have that many Jirachis left anyways. Yeah, I think we're going to Hearth away the Communication. I think we have a couple fire left. Yeah, 1 fire. We'll grab it. There's 1 Poké Maniac left. So that's like our only way to find more Lickilickys, which is becoming scary. So I think we want to go Stellar Wish first here. There's the Poké Maniac. All right, now we're in really good shape. Now we want a Brock's Grit. We're gonna get this, all those back. Let's see, this guy swings for 130, 180. So we may as well force out the extra energy from our opponent, make it a little bit more awkward for them by having this buff padding. And then we're going to retreat and hit him with those licks. Oh no, we're not KOing this. For some reason I thought we were KOing the Chandelure. Alright, well this is still fine. We get rid of the energy, get rid of an energy out of hand. So they're low on energy. Super low on energy. And now they need one more Pokemon off the Chandelure. So this is actually still fine. Yeah, still a fine scenario. I'm actually curious, how many Brocks have they gone through? 2, so they still have 2 left probably. I mean, I like 4 Brocks in this deck because it's all you need at some point is Brock's Grit. So I like 4 Brock's Grit personally in this deck. It's also nice when you prize one because then you know you'll actually always get that one to hand at some point and you won't be able to discard it. So yeah, I like 4 Brock's Grit. They got their last Brock's Grit right there, or their 3rd Brock's Grit. They might have another one. Fire Starter. And then they're going to hit us with the Spirit Burner. They'll probably knock us out. They don't have that many cards left in deck, and they don't have that many Pokemon in the discard pile, actually. So if I had to guess, I would say they definitely have enough Pokemon left in the deck to knock us out. But wait, nope, that was 4. I was like, hold on. But now that was plenty. They got it. We're dead. It's fine. They did get another Chandelure. Bring him back. I mean, I think the one thing we might be able to get out of this is we might be able to make them like almost run, like we're almost decking them out. Like this is what I said would happen is we can like almost like deck out our opponent. We're gonna look for the reset stamp play here eventually. Gonna go ahead and Hearth. They have 3 prizes left. 1, 2. I mean, they might stick for a turn. I'm just thinking if I want to like save it for communications, but this should be able to get. No, this should get our last 2 guys anyways. Oh no. We have a Lickitung prized. All right. That's getting a little bit scary now. We need to get that Lickitung out of the prizes. We need him. Gonna get rid of this. Thin out 2 fires. Yeah, we need a Lickitung out of the prizes. We also need Reset Stamp as soon as possible. Stellar Wish. Guess maybe I should have waited 1 more turn to do the Brock's Grit. So I want Reset Stamp, so we're gonna take Acro Bike. That just helps us dig for a card. And then Triple Acceleration. And retreat, and once again, licks. Knockout. Discard a Charizard, discard a Bills. Get ourselves a prize card. Hopefully, oh no, we need the Lickitung. We're actually in super big trouble here now because we don't have the Lickitung. Yeah, we're actually in really big trouble. So now we have to find that reset stamp. We have to reset stamp our opponent and hope it's enough because we don't have our last Lickitung. We'd be in a way better spot if we had that Lickitung. I think we would just deck our opponent out actually if we had that Lickitung, or we get really close. Actually, we're still pretty close to decking our opponent out, so we can only reset stamp them to 2 now, which is way worse than reset stamp to 1. But we're gonna try and reset stamp to 2 going into this next turn. Hopefully we get there. We have 2 reset stamps in the deck. We can go draw for turn, Welder for 3, Acro Bike 2, maybe see another Acro Bike, and then Stellar Wish at the end of it all. And then reset stamp. I don't know if they're going to play it on. They are going to play it on the Brock's Grit. So maybe we will just lose on the following turn anyways. I guess we could find a buff padding as well. That would be good. And then we would be out of the range of just Roaring Resolve and a continuous Blaze Ball. So, but if they get an energy, they would have the Giant Hearth. So they should win next turn if they get enough energy into the deck here. We'll see what they actually go for though. If they go for energy or they go for Pokemon. If they go for Pokemon, we can trap this for 2 turns and mill out a bunch of stuff. It might work. If they go for energy, we're in trouble. Going 4 energy, 2 Pokemon. Yeah, I think that is going to be game. I don't think we're going to quite be able to keep up. If we had the last Lickilicky, I think we'd be in a pretty good spot though. Not quite here though. As they're going to take out this guy, send up the Jirachi. And like I said, we're going to go Welder. I guess I could have Hearth. I don't remember if there's any fire left in the deck. There's the reset stamp though, so we got it. I don't need. Well, I want to dig for the buff padding. Take the Welder. Probably should check with this. We can actually Hearth away the Maniac at this point. Oops, there was one the whole time. Mistake. Evolve. Yeah, we want buff padding ideally here. There's 2 left. I don't know if they're both in the deck. Buff padding. So I guess I should have tried to Brox 1 a turn later to get back that other Lickitung, but then I would have like missed an attack for a turn, I think. I think I had to actually Brox the turn I Broxed. Which stings a little bit. Yeah, I think we had to Brox the turn we Broxed, so we're just unfortunate that we weren't able to find that Lickitung out of the prizes. in time. Or we attacked with the one with Ditto. No, we opened Ditto. See? Yeah, if we didn't open the Ditto, we'd also be in a fine spot. All right, so a couple unfortunate things. We're gonna go with the reset stamp. If they have that last card they were holding or the prize is that much better, who knows? And then let's go crazy. I don't think it's gonna matter here. 90 damage, but they should just be able to go Hearth, get rid of a card out of hand, get 1 energy, attach, or actually, yeah, and then go continue our Roaring Resolve to continuous Blaze Ball, and we should just lose. I don't think we ever win here. They should have this one closed out. Definitely seems like it's probably at least a slightly unfavorable matchup here against the Chandelure for the Lickitung. Maybe a little bit more than that. We are a little bit behind for sure. Yeah, there is the Roaring Resolve, and if they have an energy in hand, or if they don't, they can just Hearth for it. So as long as they have 3 energy total left, they will just win. Yeah, they do play the 4 Brock script. Yep, there it is, last energy. And continuous Blaze Ball, gonna knock us out. Yep, and that's gonna be the L here in this first one. We got close. Like I said, we did get pretty close to milling them out. I mean, it is Chandelure, but I do even feel like when we play against other decks, we get pretty close to milling them out. But yeah, we have no more attackers. We are out of Lickitungs. So that is gonna be an L here in this first game. All right, looks like we're hitting all the memes with our meme here. Gonna start with the Acro Bike, try and find a Maniac. I think about the Lickilicky over the triple. I'm actually not sure about that. And then we're gonna Welder to our active for the 1. Yeah, we're hitting all the meme decks with our meme deck here, it seems like. Acro Bike, we really just need, oh man. All right, we can take the Jirachi here. Can still get a communication, so we could still attack turn 2 theoretically, but we're probably not attacking till turn 3, most likely. See what the Stellar Wish grabs us. There is a calm, so I guess it is now possible. Attack turn 2. Not super important, I guess. We don't really have to attack turn 2. It's not like the end of the world kind of situation. We want to get the Lickitung. Actually, we want to get Ditto out first because they do play spell tags in their deck, so we actually want to try and utilize or get the Ditto out of harm's way before it becomes too bad for him. And could attach a Jirachi so we can make sure we could retreat and swing next turn. I guess we could do that. But I'm going to want to use Stellar Wish, I think, so we can see more stuff anyways. So yeah, we're just going to go with the pass here. Yeah. I think going with a Poké Maniac next turn would be just fine. Yeah, if we can Poké Maniac for 2 Lickitung, 1 Lickilicky, I would be okay with that. So we're hitting all the meme decks with our meme deck here to meme off for sure. Chandelure in the first one, Aegislash here in this next one. I actually don't know who wins against Aegislash. Like, we can't discard their energy. We can still discard cards out of their hand and their deck though, so that might just be enough. And then we can reset stamp them low. I don't know. It might just be enough. We'll find out here. Is that a weakness guard energy? That is a weakness guard energy. What dark Pokemon are they trying to protect their Aegislash from? Aegislash dies to everything. Right, there's another Honedge. There's another Lickilicky. Want a Poké Maniac. There we go. Can now get, I think I'm gonna get just 3 of the small boys. Or we can still go 2 and 1, I guess. Yeah, 2 and 1. Boom, boom, boom. Our next turn is not looking like it's gonna be great, especially if we really don't want Jirachi to get knocked out. I guess that's what I want to say. Is we really want Jirachi to stick around for a turn. That would be ideal. If Jirachi could stick around 1 more turn, give us 1 more Stellar Wish. Now we could have maybe attached the fire to Jirachi. Well, no, we want to use Stellar Wish, so yeah, Jirachi's probably getting knocked out here, though. Unfortunately, we can get rid of their weakness guard energy, which is kind of cool. Maybe not though. They don't have a ton of. We're gonna have 3 items in there. I forget what it does. Is it 10 plus? Is it just 10 times? It is just 10 times. Okay, so they're only doing 30 damage. They need to do 90 to knock out a Jirachi, so we're chilling for a little while, I guess, potentially. We'll see what else our opponent has this turn. But yeah, we're probably chilling for a little while here, it looks like. Yep, there's Trash Slash. My draw for turn is a Fire Energy. No Stellar Wish. Acro Bike, definitely want that. Take the Buff Padding here. Definitely want to like try and live for an extra turn or 2 if possible. Evolve to the Lickilickys, and then I think we'll start attaching Fire Energy onto one of these guys. Because once again, they could just like knock KO this next turn, then we're gonna dig again, and then we might just attach again to a Lickilicky. Yeah, so this is fine, I guess. We'll just be chilling for a while here. See what our opponent comes up with. See if they're gonna continue to dead draw as well. If they do, that's fine. We can both just sit here doing nothing. Well, they'll be doing 10 damage. I'll be attaching 1 fire energy a turn. I'll keep digging with Stellar Wish until hopefully we find something. There is the Trash Slash again for only 10 damage. Once again, fine with me. Draw for turn. It is a Calm. Stellar Wish. It is a Gear, or we could go for the Maniac, but I think we'd rather see a Welder here. So we're gonna go Gear. Grit is also okay with me. Gonna manually attach once again, and then pass over to our opponent. If they want to hit us for 10, they can feel free to. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until I find either an escape board and just continue setting up here. Just keep setting up. I'm not gonna worry about it. Trash Slash for 10 again. Pass back over to us. There's a Fire Energy, Stellar Wish, Escape Board. Okay, we'll attack this turn. You've got me this time. Attach here. Buff Padding just in case. Attach active. Good Brock, so not worth it. Retreat. And Licks. Get rid of the energy. Get rid of a card out of the hand. Get rid of the recycle energy off the top. It doesn't really matter. They found their 1 recycle energy already, so they probably won't be able to attack with their active next turn, though. So that's cool for us. There's a Sightseer. All right, so they're back in the game now. Sightseer for 5. Yep, they're all about it now. They do play the Jirachis. There is another Hone Edge. All right, it's gonna be interesting. I actually don't know what I can consistently discard that makes a big difference. I guess we'll find out. But I'm curious to actually see how this goes. It's definitely gonna be an interesting one. That is for sure. Draw. We do have another line in here to get, I think, right? Yeah. So we're gonna Maniac here. Grab these guys. They could KO our Jirachi here. That'd be a little bit annoying. All right, Licks once again for the knockout. Get rid of a Shrine. Ooh, another recycle off the top. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Like I said, they have their 1 recycle already. So we could have got very close to just locking them out of their recycle energy. Not quite, though. There's the spell tag for 40, so they will knock us out with the other Aegislash on the bench here. Pokégear is great. We definitely want to try and find a Welder for next turn. We'll have Stellar Wish to use for that as well. Buff Padding is also another thing we want. We want that Buff Padding. Yeah, we want Buff Padding. We want Welder. Yeah, we want Buff Padding. Buff Padding is super important in this matchup, I feel like, actually. Well, they keep hitting their spell tags, so it's going to make it way less relevant, but we're going to try and make it relevant. Yeah, I don't know where this one's going to go. We're going to keep trying to mill them out of cards. The thing is, the Aegislashes go back to their hand, but then that's the turn we can discard the Aegislashes out of their hand. Because we do get to Licks go crazy. As long as they Buff Padding, we get to do it 2 hits per Aegislash. So this game is going to be pretty long, actually. And they only hit us for 70 this turn, so we're going to get another discard out of the hand. Pokégear. There's a Welder. That's what I'm looking for. Throw down a Lickitung. I think I want to try and get maximum value out of this crystal, so I think we're going to wait for this thing to get knocked out. I will attach ahead of time, though. And then Licks again. Discards the recycle, which will make its way back to the hand. Yeah. We didn't hit the important Aegislash that was over here, I believe. So that last card in hand was the important one, which was the Aegislash, which we whiffed, which kind of stinks, but we're going to try and get it on this one now. Yeah, they're not quite doing full damage yet, so we're going to take big advantage of that. There's a Hapu. That's fine. I think our end goal actually might be here. At the end of it all, milling our opponent might be the win condition here, actually. Yeah, milling our opponent might be end up being the win condition here, getting him down to actually a 0-card deck, or pretty close maybe. I don't know, we'll see. But that feels like the way this is currently headed. Oh, the Absol actually is going to come in clutch here. They won't be able to utilize Jirachi even if they get an escape board. I didn't even realize that. They would have been able to get ahead if they had another recycle energy. They could put a recycle energy on it alongside an escape board, because we 2-shot their Aegislash, and they could retreat, get that back, and so on. But yeah, and there goes their last recycle, so they could never pull off that game plan. They found their 4th spell tag, though, which is pretty good to find. Now they're just Acro Bike digging through the deck. I don't know what they're looking for at this point. They don't really need anything else. They have their Aegislashes set up. If I was them, I would just want more cards in my hand, so that way when Aegislash dies, I potentially don't discard Aegislash. Okay, there's another. Yeah, I think we're actually going to deck them out. I think they're going to get decked out here. And we can reset stamp them back up to 6 and keep pushing to mill cards. If they play this 1 card out of their hand, we can reset stamp them up to 6 and then make sure we mill a card for the turn, which I think would be fine. Hopefully they just hold this 1 card. Oh, it's an escape. Oh, they'll draw a prize, though, so they'll have 1 card. Yeah, as long as we're milling a card every turn, that's all I care about. All right, cool. Goodbye, Lickitung. No one liked you anyways. All right, go Jirachi. Draw for turn. A Welder. That's cool. We're in a crystal for 3. Maximize the crystal here because it's gonna be a long one. And we're already down 1 Welder from the, what's it called? That happened earlier. That Absol. Oof, perfect. Got the buff padding. Stellar Wish. Gonna grab ourselves that Maniac. So when we go in with the Brock's Grit next turn, we'll be able to, what's it called? The turn after. And we run a retreat. And then it is all about the licks. Yeah, we're gonna Brock's Grit next turn. Turn after, we're gonna hit him with the Poké Maniac to get the Pokemon back. Discarded a Doublade there, it looks like. A Doublade and something else. Jirachi's gonna die, which means this guy sticks around for a turn, so I'm kind of fine with that situation. For sure. Did we discard out of hand there? Where's the discard out of hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we did discard out of hand. Okay. Yeah. We have pretty much everything we need, so I don't really mind what's it called dying here at the Jirachi. Because it does mean the Lickitung will stick around for an extra turn, which is kind of cool. They're going to Trash Slash. We're going to hit him back. We don't want to bench a Jirachi again yet, though, because they could knock him out. We don't want that. Oh, do we want to get 1, 2? We kind of have to wait for this guy to die. Oh, no, they only have 4 prizes left, so 4 more Lickitungs will do it. So, yeah, we will Maniac next turn for those 3 and 2 energy. I guess that's fine. We'll take that trade-off. And then, yeah, we'll be in a chill spot from there, I think. Hit him with the licks again. Hit him with the licks again. And then we might end up reset stamping them up a little bit higher. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Their only card in hand is Aegislash right now. So so now it's 2 Aegislash. There are 2 cards in hand or 2 Aegislash, I think. I'm actually not 100% sure. There's the Trash Slash 130. All right, our draw for turn is a Pokégear. But yeah, we want to make 1 more Lickilicky, so it's gonna be Brock's. Gonna grab ourselves this 2 fire, and I guess a Jirachi, we have to take it, so Brock's it all in. I don't know if I want to set up another Jirachi. Well, we don't want to yet, that's for sure. Next turn we could, though, because there would be only 1 spell tag left for them to ever like snipe on what's it called. So yeah, licks go crazy. 90. Discard an Aegislash. Discard a Giant Bomb. Over to our opponent's turn. Now the only card in their hand is their top deck, because they're going to go attach active, evolve to Aegislash there. So they'll have this 1 top deck as a card. Oh, plus a prize card. They're going to get a prize card here. So they'll have a prize card as well, actually. Yeah, it's getting a little bit scary for us, I guess. Not too scary. I'm not too worried about it yet. But it's getting close. It's getting close, that's for sure. So we can't bench, what's it called, yet. Can't bench Jirachi yet. I do want a Poké Maniac for these 2. Yeah, we can't bench Jirachi yet. This guy goes down. We can Welder next turn. So triple, and then licks for the knockout. Discard 1 out of hand. It is an Elm. It is 1 off the top. Okay, it's getting, I'm not sure how this is going to break down still. They're going to swing into us. They do one-shot us because we don't have the buff padding, which really stinks. I think our opponent maybe is going to walk away with this one. I don't think we can quite mill them out fast enough. I think is going to be a problem here. We should have maybe put them up to 6 cards with Reset Stamp initially, because they probably don't play any Shuffle Draw. So then we would have just pushed them all the way up, and then could have easily... we would have had plus what, like 6 cards out of the deck. That would have been like plus 6 cards out of their deck at this point if we had just like reset stamped them up to 6 when they had like a 1 card hand. So then we would need to attack 3 times. So if we get 1 more buff padding, we actually would have won in time. So that's a little bit of a yikes. I think I maybe had it if I had just played it like that. All right, this Licky goes up. There's a triple, which is a good top deck. Gonna Welder to the bench guy here. Could have played the Pokégear to then out some support. I don't even know if we have any supporters left, actually, to be honest. This goes down. This goes down. Hearth away. A gear. 2 fire. The buff padding is left, but I don't think it's going to matter. I actually think we just lose. No, because if we rip the Aegislash actually out of their hand. Yeah, we need to rip the Aegislash out of their hand. That's what we need to do. Or we could shuffle it back into the deck. Right now. And then 2-shot this, and then they'd be like out of Aegislash. They might not be able to find it. Ooh, I like that idea. They have 2 treasure left. Yeah, let's go with the Reset Stamp play. I like this idea actually a lot. And then Lick. So now we have a higher chance of actually hitting the Aegislash if they did draw into it. Oh, there goes a Lily. There goes the Aegislash. That is their last Aegislash in their active. Oh no, but they'll have to put it back down on this guy next turn anyways. Damn it. Not gonna work out. I got a little bit too excited for that. But once we knock this out, it'll just go back down to there. Damn. So we're not able to quite do it actually on this turn. And I think we're actually are just gonna lose this one as well. Battle of the meme decks today, going to our opponents. Lickilicky, not quite strong enough, it would seem. Yep, never lucky, man. I don't know if there's anything left. One fire. We have what? A 7-card deck. So we could go Welder for 1 here. 1, 2, 3. And then we can Stellar Wish, grab the buff padding. And we have comms to throw Pokemon back in to like stall out for a little bit longer if we have to. But I don't think it's gonna matter. We're gonna retreat. We're gonna go ahead with the licks, and then I think we do just lose actually. Licks here, 90. Discard Lily, discard that. So we need to hit the Aegislash like a couple turns ago, and then we need to hit this Aegislash. No, I don't think it ever actually works out. I think they always end up with enough stuff in play to win the game. Yeah. Now they put 4 here. Evolve the Doublade to the Aegislash, and the game's over. Buff padding, not quite enough HP to save us. If it gave us plus... Oh, it does give us plus 50. Wait, how are they knocking us out? So they actually don't one-shot this Licky. Okay, maybe we can still do this then. Is it possible? They're gonna put the guy down on the... No, we still lose. We still lose. Still not quite enough to win the game. We just can't win quite in time. Or we can't deck them out in time as well. Yeah. Maybe if I had reset stamped them up to 6 when I had that as an opportunity. I kind of wanted to like leave their hand low to have the possibility to kind of cut them off of Aegislash, but I actually don't think it's ever possible to like stop them from attacking with Aegislash, because they can always go evolve, 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 and then attack, and then bench, evolve, evolve, attack, bench, evolve, evolve, out of hand every time. And I don't think I can ever cut them off of Aegislash. Yeah. So I should have like reset stamped them up. That's what I should have done. When they had a 1-card hand, I should have reset stamped them up to 6 early on in the game. And then be like, all right, I hope you don't play any shuffle draw. And if they do, it's like Cynthia for 6, so it's like really not that big of a deal. They would like get a ton of cards out of the deck. So that would have been the way to go. But now there is just nothing to do. Let's go crazy. Discard from hand, discard from top of deck, and then they will just and discard the energy, and then they will just go attach and knockout. And that's gonna do it for the second one here. Another meme battle that we do eventually lose. I should have reset stamped them up to 6 earlier in the game. I don't know if it would have actually made a difference, but it was definitely the play to make earlier on for sure. Right, draw pass from our opponent. So not a great start for them, obviously. I'm gonna take the energy here just in case I get a Welder off the Stellar, which I don't really want to calm that guy away anyways. The comms are like a little bit weak in this deck, to be honest. Like they're definitely not bad, but they don't do a ridiculous amount here in the deck consistently. Go ahead, get the squad out, ready to go. Lickitung. And then we'll just pass. Pass over to our opponent. See what they got. See if they got a little bit better than draw pass on this following turn. They did go with the draw pass. There is a what's it called here? The Cobalion GX. This makes me think that we're probably playing against a Mew box deck, if I had to guess. There's a Wobbuffet. Our Ditto is prized, so we wouldn't be able to utilize that anyways. It's gonna be it's gonna be Welder to the active. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's a Mew box with the Cobalion. All right, now they're cruising. There's a Cherish Ball, probably for deadening, or if they drew enough stuff off of the Welder, maybe they're gonna grab the Mew here. Not going to be able to attack this turn, really, unless they wanted to use Iron Rule GX. There's the Latios. I have to imagine this matchup is actually going to be fine, because we just have so much HP with the buff padding for them to actually even be able to potentially constantly take knockouts. It kind of depends. There goes the whole hand. Not too bad of a discard, actually. The second Welder is a little rough, but the energy is okay, and then getting rid of these guys is good. One custom catcher pretty much always has to get discarded somehow. Very rare you get to utilize all 4 custom catcher for the gust effects, so yeah, not actually too bad from our opponent yet. Yep, treasure away the Solgaleo. Interesting that they're still playing this guy. This guy's kind of fallen off, in my opinion, quite a bit recently. There's really no reason to play him anymore. There's the Mewtwo. And do they have anything else, or is it going to be pass over to us? I could have maybe attached active so I could start swinging next turn, but I don't mind kind of chilling and then attacking on the following turn. There they go. They got their Welder now for the next turn. Even just, despite being down 2 Welder, still get their Welder. And yeah, I doubt they're gonna Iron Rule. They don't. I don't want to Hearth away anything out of the hand, so we're just gonna Stellar Wish first. Grab another Poké Maniac, I guess. Yeah, Maniac here. Get the whole squad. All right, we have the whole squad now. I am gonna attach to a Lickitung here. Gonna evolve all of them. Bench this guy. Don't want to give them Hearth, so we're not gonna put the Hearth in play quite yet. I am gonna Buff Padding 2 of them, and then pass over to our opponent. Yeah, I'm down to just sit here for a little while if our opponent is. We need a draw supporter sometime soon. We need a, what's it called? I maybe should have taken that communication actually instead off the Stellar Wish, so I could actually Stellar Wish again in like 2 turns. All right, they're putting the Hearth in play. I kind of thought they might have one because they did attach the Fire for turn even though they had a Welder. So maybe we should just throw mine down and thin out my deck a little bit. Not really too worried about it. We need a Welder here at this point. That's what we're looking for. Looking for the Welder. We'll use their Hearth next turn. Discard probably a Hearth. Yeah, we'll discard a Hearth with our... We'll use their Hearth to discard a Hearth. Get some fires out of the deck. Hopefully top deck Welder sometime soon. Or just another Jirachi in a couple turns wouldn't be terrible. So we can send that up after stuff starts getting knocked out. I think we'll have a pretty good matchup here. I actually don't know. I don't know how this matchup should actually go. I've never played against it, but we can discard their energy, which is pretty cool, despite Turbo Strike, because if they're Turbo Striking every turn, they're only doing 120, which doesn't one-shot a Lickitung, so then we just like follow up with another Let's Go Crazy, and we just actually start to get close to decking them out, I would feel like. I'd feel like we'd actually start to get close to decking them out. I don't know for sure. We're going to find out. We're learning together here. Yeah, we do have the triple, so we're at least attacking this turn with this guy. We're going to use this guy. Get an attack off. I probably should have attached here to him this guy the turn before as well, because now we could be, if they do KO this, we're like 1 extra turn behind for no reason. There's a Maniac, which doesn't do anything because we're completely out of those, but after we use Brock's Grit, we're going to want to use the Maniac. So yeah, there's 4 Welder in here, 4 Pokégear, so we have good odds to top deck one of those into the other. Yeah, Let's Go Crazy. Discard an energy, discard a card out of hand. Ooh, the recycle system is a big one when we're discarding energy as well. So that was a big discard there. That is going to force a lot of Turbo Strikes out of our opponent, which does not one-shot Lickilickies, like I said. So that's good for us. Ooh, that's crazy good. Oops, I forgot to evolve this Lickilicky. Don't mind me. Did a change? Sure. We're getting up. They're getting close to decking out here. They're getting mighty close. All right. Hopefully we top deck a Welder here so we can attack again. A Welder or a triple. So that means there's not only 8 outs for us to attack next turn, there's 11. So about a third of our deck is outs to attack next turn. Acro Bikes, I guess, could technically get us into stuff as well. But yeah, so Acro Bike is a potential out as well. A lot of dead cards though as well, I guess. A Jirachi here would also be fine just so we can send it up on the following turn. And then chill. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. They'll probably go with a Turbo Strike. Maybe not. I don't even know what else they could do. They're in a little bit of an awkward spot. Looks like they're just going to go with the Latios here, which makes sense. In Tag Purge twice, ideally, especially if I don't attack it this turn, which is possible because my hand kind of stinks. There's another Hearth. Stinks that much more. 2 more cards out of the deck. 3 total with the top deck. We can attach here, though, which means we can at least attack with this one on the following turn. Remember to evolve that. Boom, there we go. And pass. Yeah, we can at least attack with this one for sure on the following turn. Get rid of that psychic energy, actually. And our opponent only has 1 psychic left. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So there's the Tag Purge. Goodbye, Lickilicky. But we do have this guy ready to go because we can just attach to him. Finally getting an attack off again. Back in it. Escape Board, not great. I could Hearth away the Maniac. How many Maniacs do we have left? Only, I kind of want to just save it actually. There's only 1 fire left, so it's really not that big of a deal. So yeah, Licks, top card, that card. Get rid of the psychic energy so they can't Tag Purge next turn potentially. And then yeah, they're not in a good spot at all. They're almost out of energy. They only have 1 Welder left. Their recycle system is gone. I think they're gonna go back into the Turbo Strike here, if I had to guess. Turbo Strike and then go back into Latios. Yeah, so it's gonna be Turbo Strike, hit us, back into Latios, kill us, and then go back into this guy and probably Turbo Strike into another Mewtwo. So it could still get close, I guess. But yeah, we'll take away an energy here. That'll be hard for that thing to retreat. Once again, no Welder. All right, Licks go crazy. Maybe they won't even be able to retreat this turn. Discard the energy. Man, we're getting so close on this one. If we just drawn a little bit better, I think we'd have this one locked up for sure. They're down one switch, so they have one switch left. So they could definitely switch into the Latios here. They might just grab another energy out of the deck and then hard retreat, but that's super risky because then they don't have... They definitely need to switch this thing here. They need to switch it. They need to save that energy for a Turbo Strike on the following turn. There's the attach. Or are they just going to Turbo Strike with it this turn? Try and take the knockout. Yep, it is just going to be the Turbo Strike knockout. All right, here we go. We're going to send up... I guess we still send up the naked Lickilicky. Still at around 11 outs in the deck. Or plus Acro Bikes is like 14 outs in the deck. We have a lot of outs in the deck. That's what I'm trying to say here. We have a lot of outs. Top deck is Buff Padding. That's not going to do it. Come on now. Getting down to a point where I'm definitely going to attach this here. They can Outrage knock us out, which kind of stinks. So I guess we just have to pass with this one in the active. Let the Outrage happen. They have double custom. I don't think they can have double custom, actually. Yeah, they can't have double custom. Unfortunately, Outrage knocks us out. All right, pass to our opponent. We can attach from hand next turn to set this guy up fully. There's the Bills. They only have a 3-card deck left. So actually, if we can just attack 2 more times, we just win the game, I think. Oh, and they just took 2 cards out of their deck. All right, I think we have this one locked up. I think they maybe didn't realize how close they are to decking out. So I think we win. I think we've done it. I think we beat this Mewtwo. We lose to the meme decks in the meme offs, and then we beat the meta Mewtwo deck. There's the Outrage, but they have a 1-card deck, so all we have to do is attack, and we deck them out. Only playing 1 supporter, 2 supporters this turn, both Poké Maniacs, not top it decking anything when we need to. We still are able to get the dub here over this Mewtwo box in the end. Yeah, 1 card left. I don't think they realized that they had no cards left. Maybe they did and they're like, all right, I can't do anything about it anyways. And yeah, knock out the Mewtwo. That's a dub. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video on the Lickitung deck. I've been having a ton of fun playing it, so I recommend it. If you're looking to play around with a meme deck, a little bit of a troll deck, and have some fun, try out the Lickitung or the Lickilicky. The Lickilicky deck, Lickitung is just also in there. I call it the Lickitung deck though, don't I? Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like, enjoy the content, subscribe, have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.